Pink sand, it is a really special sand. It's a mineral that has certain properties that make it very effective at what it's used for. So those properties are, it's very hard, it's very dense, and it's very tough. And also it's an inert mineral as well. So that means it's really effective at doing the job it's meant to do, and I can talk to that a little bit more in a moment. It's very good, or it can be recycled very well, so it doesn't break down like other abrasives do. And then the inert chemical properties are really important as well, so that make it very safe and environmentally friendly to use as an abrasive, which is a real point of difference over many of the other abrasives in the market as well. So this pink sand, it's not just any sand, and our garnet is also superior to other garnets you'll find around the world as well. This is what we call our Classic Cut 80. This is a water jet product, so it's used in water jet cutting machines. This is actually from our Port Gregory mine in Western Australia, and that's an alluvial deposit. So we essentially extract the garnet out of our ore body there, which is in a sand form, and separate and process down to this finished product here that you see. The other little sample I managed to bring was a chunk of rock from our Montana mine in the USA. And so unlike our Port Gregory mine, this is a hard rock garnet deposit. And whether you can pick it up on camera or not, you can see all the garnet purple and pink crystals in there. So we crush that down and then run it through a process as well to extract crushed garnet, which has different properties to the alluvial garnet that we get from Australia. There's two main applications for garnet, water jet cutting and abrasive blasting. So water jet cutting is garnet and water at very high speed and pressure through a small nozzle and orifice in a water jet cutting machine, which can cut pretty much anything. So steel, tile, marble, composite materials, pretty much anything you can cut with a garnet stream in a water jet cutting machine. And it's a very precise cut as well compared to other cutting technologies. So the customers tend to be in the automotive industry, aerospace industry, essentially any fabrication where you need a precision cut, an efficient cut. Water jet cutting is used throughout the world. The other main application is abrasive blasting. So if you think about a steel surface and preparing that surface prior to putting a protective coating on, garnet is used as the abrasive media to prepare that surface. They apply a protective coating. That's all in the construction phase of whatever that project might be. And then in the maintenance phase, garnet is used to strip off the protective coating before the surface is prepared and ultimately recoated. So the customers are typically in oil and gas industry, mining industry, infrastructure. You think about bridges, it's used a lot in that application, in shipyards, etc., etc. Essentially anywhere where steel needs to be prepared for corrosion protection and then maintained in that way. So in water jet cutting, there's currently no real alternative to garnet. There's some other minerals that are used, but none are as efficient as garnet. So I'd say the water jet cutting industry uses 99% garnet as the abrasive media. In abrasive blasting, it's a different story. There's lots of different abrasives used around the world, many of which are environmentally unfriendly and also can be quite unsafe to use as well. There's plenty of other abrasives used. In some countries, they still use sand, not even pink sand, just sand, coal, copper slag, crushed glass, those kind of things. But garnet is, in our mind, a much more effective abrasive, and that's proven time and time again. That's why we've been very successful in growing in this industry, and it's certainly the safest and most environmentally option to use. But there's still developed countries that use silica sand, and free silica in the air has been shown to cause silicosis of the lungs.